Hello everybody! Happy New Year! Apologies in advance. I might sound a little weird this video. I'm not quite sure if I'm getting sick, if I am sick. I've been having issues. I don't feel the greatest, but you know what? We're gonna truck through it. So, New Year, speed paint time! I have a thing where I like to draw my demon baby Kai whenever I get like a new drawing device, or if I'm just New Year's, typically I draw her as well. I think I've drawn her the past 2 years. I'd have to double check. I'm pretty sure I have. I typically do. I can't remember if I made speed paints of it though. But this year she's holding a little lemon pig because my friend introduced me to lemon pigs like last year, I believe, and I just think they're really silly cute. I have supplies to make my own real life lemon pig, so fingers crossed. I might also crochet one. Not quite sure on that one yet. So let's talk about New Year's resolutions and that kind of thing. I'm gonna start with my resolutions from 2025. What did I do? What didn't I do? And then we'll move into my 2026 ones. Did you guys have any resolutions? Did you meet your resolutions? Did you not meet your resolutions? Let me know. I want to know. For me, when I set resolutions for myself, I typically try to set them as things I know I can accomplish with like finite goals. I don't try to do something that's going to be like a ongoing type of thing. Like, oh, I'm going to start eating better. I'm going to work out more. I don't try to set those kind of goals because those are something to continue even past a new year kind of thing. So for me, my New Year's resolutions tend to be specific goals with an achievable end thing to them, because that helps my brain rationalize it properly. So for me, in 2025, I had 3 goals specifically. One of the goals had actually been moved over from 2024. Technically 2 of them have, but one of them is kind of a long-standing goal, which is kind of funny based on what I just said, but it makes sense. So the main goal, the one that I actually completed, was I wanted to stream at least once every single month. And I managed to do that during 2025. For 2024, I missed 1 month because I had gotten really sick. Yay for having a dumpster fire health system. And health system, I mean just my body is a dumpster fire when it comes to my health. Case in point, I'm sick right now. Yay! So I wanted to stream once a month, or at least at minimum stream once a month, and I did manage to pull that off. Woohoo! And then one of my other goals was to condense my yarn stash down to my 9-bin system. I didn't do that. I did condense my yarn stash down. I will count that as a slight W, half win. Woohoo! But I did not condense it down to the stash that I really wanted it to, but it's a work in progress. I did actually, funny enough, before doing the voiceover for this video, I was able to condense down some of my yarn stash. I was able to reorganize it a little bit. So we're getting there. So that is a goal that is getting pushed to 2026, but we'll talk about that in a second too. And then my other goal was to crochet a tardigrade with socks based off of a Cosmo Sheldrake song. I did not crochet my tardigrade, unfortunately. That was a goal I had also moved from 2024 that I didn't end up doing. Because what happens is every time I think about doing the crochet tardigrade project, it's either during one of my rest periods where I can't crochet because my wrist hurts. And then once I'm out of my rest period for my wrist, I'm working on other projects. Though, on that note, I would like to say, I am very proud of the fact that I did finish off a bunch of work in progresses this year. I do still have a bunch of work in progresses I need to work on, but I did get a bunch finished. Like, I was able to finish my 6-day blanket, and then I actually made a second 6-day blanket. Not that it took me 6 days, but who's counting? I also was able to finish off a bunch of work in progresses I started like last holiday season, and I finally got them done for this holiday season, so woo! Big win on me for that one. I did crochet a lot this year too, hence my wrist having to have moments to recover. So yeah, those are my 3 goals. Streaming, tardigrade, yarn stash. So it's like a 2 out of 3. I think that's pretty good. For 2026, my goals are pretty similar because I like to keep my goals, like I said, with finite goals and to fit my creative side. So I am moving the condense my yarn stash down to the 9-bin system still. I would very much like to get my yarn stash to a system that is a lot easier to manage versus having it take over 80% of my room, and I am constantly throwing yarn around. I'm like that gif from Star Trek with the tribbles everywhere, but it's yarn. I would like to crochet my tardigrade. I would also still like to stream once a month. If my health allows it to, I would love to stream twice a month, but that's health dependent and work dependent. I work full time as well, so I am very tired. I have what I like to call chronic sleepy bitch disease, but it's because I have chronic fatigue syndrome. So yeah, those are those goals, and then I have some new goals for the year. So those were goals that are kind of like squished over from 2025, and I have some newer goals. One is I want to get an illustration done each month. Yay, January is done. You're watching a speed paint for the first illustration I did this year. Because I like drawing and I like getting finished pictures done, but sometimes I just don't get anything done in the month and it makes me feel like utter garbage. Not cause there's a like stipulation of, oh, you need to draw. It's I like doing it. And it makes me sad because it's like, oh, I wasn't able to do this thing I like. And on that note, I also want to try to get at least a writing piece worked on each month and potentially post it on AO3. Be it a one-shot or a chapter to an ongoing fic. I have a couple of like older fics that I've worked on like in 2020 that haven't been updated since 2020. And I'd really like to get them worked on more this year. Especially I want to finish off some of my older series that weren't supposed to be super long. Like I have one fanfic series, not series, but like I have one long fic that was actually getting closer to the end. And I don't know why I just like kind of like completely stopped pace on it. So I'm going to go back and try to finish some of those series. I also really want to work on my one long fic to see if I can't try to polish that off more so I can start working really full hard on the rewrite of it. Because I am taking my fanfic because my fanfic is already so far removed from the canon that it doesn't resemble the canon in any form of the way. And it was like the first fanfic I published publicly. It's like the first thing I posted on AO3. And so I've learned a lot about pacing and stuff like that. So I've been in the progress of rewriting it as a fully original fiction for a couple of years now. So I'd really like to get the original fanfiction done and squared away, because I'm not going to abandon it just because I started rewriting it. I am finishing the fanfic version because the original version of it will be slightly different. But yeah, so I want to get an illustration and a writing thing done, be it a chapter or a one-shot, because I have so much unshared stuff. I have fully finished novellas that I haven't shared, and I want to. Mostly because it's like I just shared my first one-shot in a few years, and I forgot how nice it is to just have a finished writing thing. So yeah. Obviously, I'm still going to work on videos and stuff. I'm not making videos a resolution because that's just something I do for the hell of it. I'm not making it a resolution because I don't think I'll get to it, but I have so much backlog. You guys don't understand how many Speedpaint videos I have unedited. I have Speedpaint videos from 2024 that still need to be edited. Like, I have my OC-tober stuff from a few years ago I have still yet to do. Because what happened was, originally, I filmed my OC-tober stuff, and then I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do voiceover for each of the videos. And then I tried to record my voiceover for them, and I just got really, really embarrassed. And so I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just turn them into speed paints with a long cut. And then I like got embarrassed again, so they've been sitting as a work in progress. Like, unless you guys want like a 2-hour speed paint video of the OC-tobers that I did, I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on, is just trying to get through my yarn, trying to work on writing, trying to work on streaming, trying to work on art, which is what I always do anyway. That's why I make my goals like that, because it's things I already do. But yeah, so New Year's, yay! Gonna try to get the yarn stash down. Gonna try to get more art out. Gonna try to get streams out. Gonna try to get some writing out. What are you up to? What are you doing? Are you gonna run a 5K? Are you gonna do a drawing each month? Are you gonna get writing each month? Do you have a crochet project? Do you have a knitting project? What about a sewing project? We don't talk about the cosplays I'm planning for this year. I have so many work in progresses. It is a little ridiculous, but I will get there when I get there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you at the outro. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters, Submissive Durg and Pira Vermel. Thank you guys so much for your support. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, my voice sounded really tired during this because I am filming at 4 a.m. Bye!